So I'm like, So I'm looking in the car. I'm like, oh, this is a female car. I just seen like a college. I could tell the girl was in college or whatever. I'm like, this is a female car. So, but I really couldn't pin if it was him, because the car was like, his neighbor's house is right here and his house is right here, and they kind of share almost the same drive through. So even if somebody like park in the middle, you can't predict exactly who it's. It last that car would have parked behind his car. It was right in the middle, and it was the neighbor's car, her car, and my baby daddy car. So I really couldn't tell.
Who you supposed to be, nigga? You buzz. Say you the biggest, so I had to shut this, and nobody barely knew who he was. These niggas be capping and broke as the fuck. I don't trust nobody. All of these niggas be twist. They pick that shit up from they daddy. Niggas be broke, they don't really be stingy. Only keep pursing a couple of Jimmy. We know where to stay. Ain't got no motion, no money, but always got something to say. Man, I heard all of you niggas learn his shit and clothes. And let's like it started on change. I hate these pussy niggas.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What the fuck they do, K-Bays? Welcome back to another motherfucking video, y'all. Okay, so y'all, it's 2024, as we all know. First video of the year. I posted another video last year. Y'all can go check that out. I was looking a little rough, but I kind of upgraded this year. You know, I got me a new laptop. Hello. Listen. I ain't rich, right? I'm trying to get rich. That's listen, we're gonna get there. But so I got me, I don't even know the brand, Chawuli, some shit, I don't know, but I needed me a new laptop because I didn't even have a laptop. The laptop I had was running real slow. It's actually a pretty decent laptop, and it wasn't that much. It was like almost 3 something. This camera, got a camera, and you know, she turns on. But I upgraded for y'all. I did everything I'm doing for my channel. And we all know this ain't no real good one, but it's doable. You feel me? We can make some shape. We can see what, you know. So that, then I got my little mics because listen, I will be pulling up to the mall and, you know, doing my little interviews on people, doing my little 1-2. So, and this year, y'all, I promise to be consistent, way more consistent than what I would than last year, because this is something that I really want to do. And my story times, y'all, this is all real stories. Everything I'm saying is, I've been there, done that. So I want to share. Why not share my stories with you guys and what I like, things that I experienced. So this story is about my BD. He was messing around. Well, I found out he was messing with my homegirl. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the breakdown because I am new to YouTube, so y'all don't really know much about me. But I am a 2 baby daddy. You feel me? I got 2 kids, 2 baby daddy. But it's okay because it happens. It's okay. But so my daughter's dad, he's in prison. He's been in prison since she was 3 months. And you know, my son's dad, me and him got together. He's in the military. We got together when my daughter was 1 year old. And I'm not gonna say we still together, but I still love him. But he a little crazy, and he took me through some things. But I'm not with him, y'all. Don't think I'm stupid because I'm not with him. I just still got love for bro. You feel me? But I'm finna get into how he messed around with a supposed to be my friend. Like, come on now. So, long story short, I thought things was like when I met my my son's dad. He was in the military. And he introduced me to a life. Like, I felt like I was kind of like a fairy tale with him. Like, I was so happy with him when I first got with him. I'm talking about taking me on trips, talking about buying me shoes, buying me. And if anybody know me, your girl loves a good wig. You feel me? That's the key to my heart. I love me a wig. He was buying me wigs, all type of stuff. Like, anything I asked for, he did it. We moved in together. We was on the verge of getting engaged. Like, everything was going good. But then he had got cheating, and then his true colors just start slowly but for surely coming out, and he was just start showing that he was crazy as heck. So I started plotting on him to move out to my little place y'all see now. It ain't much, but yeah. So he had no idea I was pregnant with my son, and the whole time I was plotting on moving out, and I did eventually move out. So I moved out into my little place. because I'm just skipping over it. Just so much happened, but I'm just gonna get to the main points of the story. So I ended up moving out into my little place or whatever. He was mad as heck about that, stalking me, pulling up, doing all this extra stuff. But when I moved out, the apartments that I moved in, they was just getting built from ground up. So these was brand new apartments. Nobody lived out here but me and like a few other people here and there. Like it'll be a door, four empty doors, and there'll be one other door. It was empty. It was brand new. So one day I met a girl. She stayed like right across from my apartments, like right across on the other side. And I was, at this time, I'm big and pregnant. When I finally moved out, I was like 7 months pregnant, right? So I'm big and pregnant, and she, I forgot, something happened with I had just moved in. I think I couldn't get my AC to work. So I was trying to ask people like, hey, is your AC working? Da-da-da. So I think I asked her, and she was like, my AC's working just fine. Da-da-da-da. Long story short, we just started like conversating more and more every time we seen each other. We spoke because we was the only two like young women out here, because it was a lot of older women, like older men and older women out here first. They put a lot of older folks out here before they put younger people out here. So we was like the only two young people on this side. So we started like kicking it, kind of like she just was coming over, knocking on my door, and I'll just let her in. And no lie, no shade, she was getting aggravating because every time I turn around, she always hungry. Like she'll just go grocery shopping, and her like 2 days later, her house would be empty, and she got like, I think she had like 4 kids. So I'm just thinking to myself like, how every time I turn around, this girl is always like, she needs, like, you always need a ride, you always stuff like that. Which I'm the type of, well, I learned from all the stuff I went through. I will say last year taught me a lot of stuff. But when I was so like the person I used to be, I was like just such a loving person. I was so welcoming to anybody in my space, which I do regret that, because that caused me to get shaded by a lot of people. And what's it called? I don't know, I guess I'll just say shaded. Just caused me to get like taken advantage of and stuff by a lot of people. But I would just watch her kids for her. Every time I turned around, she needed a ride. Like, she was just doing little weird, like, after a while, I started seeing she was just doing little weird stuff, because she, like, me, I talk about stuff like this because it's something I want to do. Like, oh, I want to do YouTube, and I talk about, like, the success from it and all that. I can't even have I can't even have a civilized conversation with her about stuff like this. Like, she's like, yeah, I wanna use these niggas. I'm like, girl, that's all you want for life. Like, you don't picture the luxury, you don't picture the finer things, but no dude ain't giving it to you, getting it on your own. So I started to see like, this ain't my cup of tea type of woman, because we can't even communicate on the same level, because you don't understand that type of shit. Like, you box yourself into this little small life, and I'm not. I think big. I think outside the box. I know the things I want for me. I know the future I want for my kids, and we just wasn't on that same level. So I started kind of like falling back from her. And another thing that did it for me was she was messing around with the freaking maintenance man. And she mad because I'm telling her some real stuff like, girl, she told me that the maintenance man, because everybody know a maintenance man at the apartment complex does have the key to everybody's apartment. So she said that every time she got mad, he would just open her door and come in. And I was just like, that's kind of weird. I'm like, you have little girls. Like, I don't think that's like something to take lightly. You shouldn't allow him to just come up in your house while your kids, what if your kids don't have no clothes on? I'm just saying stuff like that, and she getting aggravated because I'm telling her stuff like that. Like, girl, you can't be letting no man, mind you don't even know him. She met him the same day we moved out here. Like, you just met this man, and then you start letting him get a key, just walk into your house and not feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. I just started like looking at her like, I don't know if you my type of girl, because a lot of stuff you're doing, I'm not going for that type of stuff. So it was just so much stuff with her. I started to realize like, I don't know if this is my cup of tea type of person. Like, I don't know if I could kick it with her for real. But my stupid ass, I kept giving her rides, giving her food. Anytime she knocked on my door, I kept opening my door. But the more I was doing it, the more I was getting aggravated. So I started confining into my BD about stuff. Like, I started confiding it to him, like, bro, this is aggravating, da, 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 da. And he would be like, you need to stop hanging with her because she's using you. And, you know, a lot of times he would, like, even though he was mad and stuff that I moved out, we still was, like, kicking it. Like, he would come over still and, like, buy me stuff, buy my daughter stuff, because I was still pregnant at the time. So, just take us out and stuff like that. And most of the times he was buying all my groceries. So he was like, if I'm buying all your groceries, you don't need to be letting her eat all your food and da-da-da-da. He was just saying stuff like that. So that's what got me with him, because, and then one time she was, my car was acting up or whatever. So she was begging me, like, because my sister had a car. My sister lived on the same, I forgot to say it. I got a big sister that lived exactly on the same road as me. And I used to, like, anytime because I started having car trouble when I moved in, I would always use my sister's car. So she kept trying to ask me to get my sister's car to help her, take her to a store or something like that. And I was like, I had asked my BD, I was like, can you take us to the store? Because she was telling me that it was like this new furniture store. And mind you, we both had just moved here, so we both was getting new furniture. And he was like, yeah, I don't mind. So she had rode with us one time. And the whole time she just kept saying, y'all so cute. Y'all so cute. Oh my God, I love y'all bond. I love y'all. Whole time, bitch, you want to fuck. Bitch, you want to fuck. Like, you want to my fuck me. Come on now. Like, bitch, you really like, come on, like, I don't know. It was just so much weird stuff. Whole time she wanted to mess with him because, long story short, my BD, he was just crazy. Like, he's a narcissist. Like, he's the very definition of a narcissist. He liked to cheat. He liked to do all these things, but he still harassed me. He it's like, I don't know, like, it's so weird. Like, he just stalked me, harassed me, make threats about killing himself, all this stuff, like, pop up in my house in the middle of the night, begging on my dog, arguing, like, stupid stuff. Like, he was doing stuff like that. So, mind you, the whole time I wasn't living with him, I was finna get ready to have my baby because, mind you, when I moved out, I was 7 months pregnant. So, I believe I was here for like 2 months tops. Probably even less than that, but I know it was about time for me to have my baby. And a week before that, I want to say a week before I had my baby, the whole time he was stalking me and he was doing all that, he still was doing him, which I knew that. But I'm the type of person, I don't say nothing. I let you just do what you want to do to make you feel comfortable, because mind you, for 2 months, and somebody know, like, oh, she not coming to my house. Only time we see each other is if I come to her house because she don't want to come to my house, or whatever the case may be. Whole time I'm just waiting for the right moment to pop up over there and, you know, see some, because I know I'm gonna see some, because I made you comfortable enough to feel like I'm not coming over there, and I know how he get down. So one day it was like a week before I had the baby, I was like, I had got me a new car, and he actually helped me. The people who I bought the car from was like 2 hours away. He drove me out there, followed me back, you know, did all the, put gas in my car, all this other stuff. And then he was, one night he was calling me, he called me, he texted me saying, I miss you, da, 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 da. I can't wait till we have the baby so we can go back to having fun the way we used to. Like, he wrote all this little long sentimental, and for a moment I almost fell for it, but then something said, it's time. Yeah, I said it's time. Cause something was, it was like in my head, like, girl, catch him, because he's the type of person, he will take it to his grave. He will make it seem like I'm delusional. He'll make it seem like I'm just making stuff up. So I was like, okay, he hit me up that day, so I was almost felt for it. I texted him something back, but I remember he never replied. So in my head, I'm like, oh, he didn't reply because he was doing this the whole time, but I never went over there. But I was like, oh, you know what? This is the perfect time to go over there. So I went over there, and I seen a car parked outside his parking lot, outside his house. I'm like, who car is this? So I FaceTime him. He don't answer. Mind you, he always answer my phone calls, especially when he do this certain times. That's when I always knew he was up to something. But then right after he get done going on this little hiatus or whatever the case may be, he come back, bugging me, like just doing the most, I guess, out of guilt. I don't know. He was crazy. So he been doing that. So he ain't answer. So I'm like, Oh, he had a homeboy also in the military that was staying with him for a little bit. Like, I guess he had came down, and then he had, when I moved out from him, he let his homeboy stay there for a few months. And me and his homeboy was like this, but his homeboy, he don't be knowing what the hell be going on. He's the type that, he's like a gamer. He be locked in the room 24/7, so he really don't be knowing what be going on. So I'm like, So I'm looking in the car. I'm like, oh, this a female car. I just seen like a college. I could tell the girl was in college or whatever. I'm like, this is a female car. So, but I really couldn't pin if it was him, because the car was like, his neighbor's house is right here and his house is right here, and they kind of share almost the same drive through. So even if somebody like park in the middle, you can't predict exactly who it's. Unless that car would have parked behind his car, it was right in the middle, and it was the neighbor's car, her car, and my baby daddy car. So I really couldn't tell. I didn't want to show my butt, and that's not even his company. So I had to see it for my own self. So I walked up to the door. I called Javon, which is his friend. I said, Javon, because I know he don't know what's going on. I said, Javon, open the door. Javon said, okay, I'm about to come to the door. Before Javon got to the door, he was running out the door trying to fade the whole. He was FaceTiming me back. He not looking at the door. He's just too busy trying to. He noticed that I called him. He trying to run out the door and make an excuse real quick. So as he coming out the door, he looking down at the phone. He calling me. My phone ringing. He look up. Hey, babe, hey, trying to shut it off. I said, who in there? What do you mean who in? I said, who's in there? Somebody's in there. What? No. I said, bro, somebody's in there. Stop playing with me. I did act a little crazy. I was like, bitch, come on down, bitch. I did show my ass a little bit. I couldn't do too much. I mean, I had a big old stomach, so it ain't like I could really do nothing. But I was just so mad because you be harassing me. You be doing all this, but you're laid up. Like, you got this girl laid up in your house. The same bed, like our bed. Like nigga, please don't play with me. So I'm over here screaming, like yelling at the girl to come out the door. And he kept trying to push me out the door. And then, like, I kind of, like, as I came out the door, I kind of said a lot of shit. Like, oh, you want me to go, the nigga, I don't give a fuck. I was saying stuff like that. Still didn't see the girl at this point, so I pulled off. But I pulled somewhere where I can see his house, but he couldn't see me. So all of a sudden, I see him and the girl come running out the house. I come flying down the road full speed. I almost hit him with the car. The girl jumped in the car so quick she pulled out. I jumped in the car. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing. So I pull off. I left. When I left, he blew me up, crying, apologizing. I never answered the phone the whole time. I ignored him. I was so hurt. I ignored him. I was so hurt because why you harassing me? Why you doing all these things to me when you know what you're doing and you know that you have an issue with being faithful? So I don't understand why you're trying to force me to be with you when you don't even really want to. Well, I don't know what you want to do. Like, every time I turn around, you're doing something with somebody else. So I was hurt about that. I ignored him, but I knew he was going to try to come to my house. So I kind of hid my car before I got home. And then he came running through the neighborhood looking for me. He seen my car went out there, so he kept texting me, I know you with a nigga. I'm at home the whole time, but I just didn't park my car outside so you couldn't see it. So apparently, she ran into him. Him and her ran into each other. Because mind you, I had started like falling back from her. And he asked her, where am I? And have she ever seen me like get in a car with a dude? This girl gonna say, yeah, I'm big and pregnant. What I'm gonna do? Like, you think I'm gonna get down like that, Bookie? I don't get down like that. So why would you lie on me? But you know what? You been wanting to do that, little mama. From the time when you kept saying we were so cute, you wanted a piece of that. And then you asked my nigga, like, just off the way how she carry herself, I wouldn't even expect for you to do me like that with somebody like that. Well, I ain't trying to talk down on nobody, but baby, that's not it. And so they decided, let's kick it. Let's make the topic about Kayla. Like, let's talk about Kayla. Let's talk about what we can find out about Kayla. Let's talk shit about Kayla. Let's sit up and smoke a blunt and let's talk about Kayla like a motherfucking dog. Let's talk about how she's such a bad friend. And she's such a bad girlfriend. And she's this and she's that. To the point that you're on your knees. Y'all did what did y'all want to. The next day, you feel guilty. You bust out crying telling me what happened. So I'm outside now. And y'all, I'm going to look it up. I ain't going to lie about it. But he on the phone like, I want to tell you. But I already had a feeling it was something because he kept telling me. When he was texting me, begging me to reply to him, he was like, yeah, somebody already told me that you be messing with niggas and da-da-da. But I'm thinking he just being delusional saying that because he got caught. But the whole time you're really sitting up with somebody listening to lies about a hater, like somebody who I babysitted her kids, somebody who I gave her rides, somebody who I made you give rides to. You gonna listen to, like, that's how we doing? Like, y'all funny. Like, it's sickening. And so, yeah, y'all did whatever y'all did. And you called me the next day. What? I just lost my train of thought. Girl, the next day, he called me. But I had already, when he kept saying stuff like that, mind you, people start moving. And that, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what the hell happened in that little time span, but it was a lot of people moving out here in these apartments at that time. Me and her was already established out here, but around that time a lot of people started moving in, and people was telling me stuff about her that she was saying about me. People were saying like, oh, she said you a bitch, you act so bougie, you think you better than every, like, people, my neighbors are, I don't even know these people, they just coming up and telling me, hey, this girl said da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't care about what she said. So first thing, if I could have thought about it, my first thought was, if somebody did tell him these things about me, it had to be this girl, because who else? But my thing is, I'm not thinking that he's the type of dude that'll even communicate with, like, sit up and talk about me like that with somebody. Like, I don't understand. That's how I know you don't know nobody's true colors until you really get with them. So my mind's all over the place. A part of me feel like he's just making it up just to get a rise out of me. You know how narcissists do. They try to flip it on you and be like, oh, somebody told me this, that about you just because they got caught. But no, he was dead serious. She was telling him stuff about me. And I had a feeling because, like I said, people were saying that. So when he did say it on the phone, he was like, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something. I was like, it must be about that girl. He was like, what did he say? He was like, Kayla, just please don't be mad at me. I did something and I'm so sorry. I regret it. I automatically walked out the door because she was sitting on her porch. And I was being loud enough so she could hear me. And I was waiting for him to tell me. I said, you might as well tell me. And I said, you might as well tell me now because I got a feeling it's about this bitch. And she's sitting right here and she hearing me. She on her porch on the other side, but she trying to act like she don't hear me. She like this on her phone because she feel guilty and she know. So I'm like, you might as well tell me right now. You might as well tell me. I just keep saying. So he said, yeah, she is the one that told me. Before I could even get answers, I said, so I screamed at her. I said, so what you told my BD about me? She said, huh? No, he asked me. I said, first off, why are you even speaking on me to my BD? Hold on. It just started, everything started clicking. I'm like, hold on, wait. How did y'all even get numbers? Like, what is, I'm completely forgetting I'm on the phone with him. I'm at her like, what's up? What's good? And I'm being pregnant. She talking about some, oh, I said, so y'all must have, she talking about some ask your nigga. We know what that mean. What you, bitch, ask my nigga, bitch. What you mean? Ask my nigga, oh, what's up? Like, that's how I felt like, bitch, what's up? What's good? Ho, I'm finna punch you with your, I was so fucking mad. What you mean? Ask my nigga, ho. You done sat in my motherfucking face. I done took care of your motherfucking kids while you doing Lord knows what. I done gave you rides, fed your kids, all this shit. And bitch, you gonna sit in my face and tell me to ask my nigga, ho? You dirty, bit body, nasty, dragon feet. Girl, I saw her out for days. Now my sister had ended up pulling up. She was screaming and yelling with me like, Kayla, just calm down because you're pregnant. You need to stop. And I went on and on and on. I walked all the way to her door and she recorded me, y'all. Recorded me because I really wanted to beat her ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't because that is the betrayal. It's you said in my face, You said in my face and you plotted on the right moment to fuck my nigga. And now I want to beat your ass because I never been betrayed like that before, so I didn't know how to handle it. And the only thing I could think about is I'm finna beat this bitch ass. I'm finna beat this bitch the fuck up. What you mean? I don't got nothing else to say, bitch. You talk about squabble, like, huh? Like, the shit just wasn't funny to me. And never in the million years, I never would have thought for him to even stoop that low, because he just don't seem like that type of dude. But at the same time, you can never say what nobody would never do, because niggas be doing it. Like, stop saying what a nigga won't do. A nigga will do it. Bitch got a pussy. As long as she got a split in between her leg, he'll do it. So, y'all, the situation lingered. I was so mad. I was so hurt about, like, not only did I just catch you cheating with another female child, boom, I found out that you messing around with it. It was in my face. And, y'all, he admitted it. He cried about it. I was crying about it. I was sad about it. I wanted to beat her ass. So she recorded me. She called the police because my sister was finna fight her because she kept talking shit. So I'm big and pregnant. So my sister went over there and she recording us. She called the police. And then the police came and it backfired on her because all my neighbors was like, yeah, she started it first. And then the police was like, they said you started. So she tried to slam the door on the police. Police was like, hey, you want to go to jail? Like, nah, it done backfired on her. Now she over there arguing with the police and shit. So long story short, y'all, I kind of just bullied her until she moved from up out of here because, bitch, what? You really painted my face like that? Like, yeah. So that was my story time. It was like details I could have added to it, but it just would have been, I just would have been ranting off into other fucking situations because there's so many different stories I gotta tell y'all. But yeah, that's my lessons of the day. Don't trust these bitches. Don't be having bitches in your nigga face. Don't be having bitches all around your nigga. See, I was never a bitch who always thought like that. I used to think like, my nigga, if that's my nigga, he ain't gonna do it. No, don't be having bitches in your nigga face. Don't be having bitches all around your nigga, and don't be showing bitches the shit your nigga do for you, because you never know what bitch is sitting right up under you trying to snatch your nigga from up under you or trying to plot on you. It really don't fuck with you for real. So yeah, my advice y'all is to my KBs is watch these bitches around y'all motherfucking niggas. Don't be having everybody in y'all nigga face, and don't be talking y'all business to these bitches because these bitches is motherfucking fake. So in 2024, please take that as a lifelong lesson. Don't even fuck with these bitches because these hoes not right in the head when it comes to some motherfucking dick. Because they think, oh, he doing this and that for her. I want that. But you would never beat me, sis. Only thing you got out of the situation was a wet mouth. That's it. A wet monkey. You ain't get nothing else. You still be walking to the store. And I drive right past you every time I see you. Y'all, she moved out these apartments, but I still be seeing her at stores and shit. So I really don't care about the situation no more because I don't care about my BD no more. And I moved on from that. But it'd be funny to see her. Like, girl, you're still walking with your groceries, with your kids, begging niggas, messing around with all these niggas, but nobody can give you a ride. Be the fuck for real, hoe. Be for real, hoe. You could never amount to me. But yeah, y'all, that's the lesson of the day, y'all. I love y'all. I got some more story times for y'all. I might tonight make another story time for y'all when I get a little comfortable. But yeah, we on the ground 2024. I'm coming out with all my stories. And it's up. It's up. It's up. So yeah, love you, babies.